chilling on YouTube. So I was on like NBC, I think it was the other day. I normally don't watch stuff like that, but it was just watching a clip, talking about Noah's Ark. I just wanted to see if they had really found Noah's Ark on Iraq, and apparently they said they have. All right. So, of course, what did they say on there when they were showing the pictures, doing a little movie clip or whatever of the animals going into the ark? What did they say? What did they show? 2 animals went in. 2 of every animal went in. That is wrong. That is so wrong. And I just literally learned this. Literally, like just a year ago, 2 years ago, maybe. I just learned that it was more than 2 animals each that went in. And dude, when Jesus showed me, I was just stunned. And then when you go and show somebody else, you tell them about it. Oh no, Ashley, it was 2. It was 2. There's no way. And then you show them, they got the same look on their face. What? Because your whole life you've been taught in Sunday school, even paying people know, people that ain't even church believers know by the movies that you watch or the things that have been told. They think they know that it was 2 that went into the ark. But it was not 2. It was 7 of this kind and 2 of that kind. So let's read chapter 7, verse 2 and 3. Of every clean beast thou shalt take to thee by 7s, the male and his female, and of the beasts that are not clean by 2, the male and his female. Of the fowls also of the air by 7s, the male and his female, or the male and the female, to keep seed alive upon the face of all the earth. Do you hear that? Of every clean beast, take 7. Of all the fowls of the air, take 7. But of the unclean, take 2 of every kind. That don't say there was just 2 that went in. That says that there was 7 of every clean beast, there was 7 of every fowl that went in, and 2 of the unclean. I think it's interesting that instead of teaching us our whole lives that 7 each went in, they've been teaching us that the 2 unclean went in. Not the clean. The clean didn't go in. It was the unclean that went in. I think that's interesting. But this is what has perplexed me, and I'll read it, and then we'll talk about it. Okay. Genesis 6, verse, we'll start 19. And of every living thing of all flesh 2 of every sort shalt thou bring into the ark, to keep them alive with thee. They shall be male and female, of the fowls after their kind, and of cattle after their kind, of every creeping thing of the earth after his kind. 2 of every sort shall come unto thee, to keep them alive. It doesn't say in the verse before it. It don't say anything in the verse after it in chapter 6 about 7. All it says is 2. So I could see where maybe preachers and pastors that decided not to read the whole book of Genesis and just read a little bit just to do a study on it, and they decided to teach it that it was 2 of every kind. I could see that. Or they just decided just to hear what they've been taught their whole life, that it was 2 of every kind, and take that as that, oh, that's what it says right here in chapter 6. They don't go no further and read, which is the same thing that I did. But when I got in the Word myself and realized in chapter 7 that it was 7 of every kind, I'm wondering, I've asked Jesus, I'm wondering, why does he not put 7 in chapter 6? Has it been taken out? Or is there a reason, is there a significance, a symbolism of this, of why he chose not to put 7 in there in chapter 6, but in chapter 7 he puts 7 clean and 2 unclean, and 7 of the fowls of the air. But over here in chapter 6, verse 20, of the fowls after their kind, of the cattle after their kind, of every creeping thing after his kind, 2 of every sort. So I just thought that was interesting, a little tidbit of information. Maybe some of y'all don't know what it is Either maybe some of y'all have thought your whole life that it was 2 as well. I did too until I read it myself. And right now, these are certain little things that we need to know because people are going to have questions about Noah's Ark now. It's popping up again. So it's going to be a subject, a topic that's going to be in people's minds. And if you hear anyone say it was 2 that went into that ark or start talking about the Noah Ark movie, you just make sure to stop them and say, well, chapter 7 of Genesis, the first few verses talks about it was 7 clean and 2 unclean, and 7 birds, 7 fowls. We all have a blessed day in the name of Yahushua, and thank you so much for coming and singing.